worse than the roads around here? The answer is our internet. It's slow or worse, but you keep paying and hoping for better. Well, better is here, smoother and faster than a new highway. It's fiber optic cable. The cutting-edge technology comes from Prodigy, and that's a Preston County company. Prodigy, better phone and internet through fiber optics. Call us to see if we are available in your area yet. 304-777-4444. Prodigy, the way internet should be.
As a leader in rural healthcare since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate quality healthcare for our community. We are recognized as a bariatric center of excellence, the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and have access to many resources such as telehealth. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. Don't get lost in the National Pharmacy's computer network. Your locally owned pharmacy, Beldina's Pharmacy, is there with local hometown service at Beldina's Pharmacy.
What's worse than the roads around here? The answer is our internet. It's slow or worse, but you keep paying and hoping for better. Well, better is here, smoother and faster than a new highway. It's fiber optic cable. The cutting-edge technology comes from Prodigy, and that's a Preston County company. Prodigy, better phone and internet through fiber optics. Call us to see if we are available in your area yet. 304-777-4444. Prodigy, the way internet should be.
As a leader in rural healthcare since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate quality healthcare for our community. We are recognized as a bariatric center of excellence, the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and have access to many resources such as telehealth. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. Don't get lost in the National Pharmacy's computer network. Your locally owned pharmacy, Beldina's Pharmacy, is there with local hometown service. At Beldina's Pharmacy, they've known you your whole life. They know not only your medical history, but your family history as well. They work with your doctors to come up with the overall treatment that's best for you. Beldina's Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Masontown. Whether for prescriptions or over-the-counter medications, trust Beldina's Pharmacy in Masontown. Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you.
At the Landing Dental Spa, we know that teeth aren't the only things that go into a smile. Sometimes it's the thing we've lost or gained. It's the moments that we never forget, the road less traveled, and the destination. It's life's firsts, big firsts, and little firsts. What's in a smile other than teeth? It's all around us. And nothing makes us smile more than seeing yours. The Landing Dental Spa, in network with most major dental insurances.
Preston Family Pharmacy is everything you expect from a friendly neighborhood pharmacy, and then some. A convenient drive-through, flavorings for children's medication, even medications for your pets. Preston Family Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturdays, and 9 to 1 on Sundays. Call 304-329-6979, and you'll see the difference at Preston Family Pharmacy, right across from Walmart, Kingwood. Preston Family Pharmacy. Let us be your pharmacy. Have you noticed the little aches and pains since this whole thing started? Maybe your clothes are getting a little tighter. Well, take back your life with physical fitness, and I Am Fit in the Kingwood Plaza can help. With a clean, friendly, and healthy atmosphere, I Am Fit features state-of-the-art fitness equipment, cardio, and select drive weight machines. There's even a yoga studio, sports turf room, and a dedicated free weight area. But that's just the beginning. I Am Fit has certified personal trainers and nutritionists on staff with no-charge training and nutrition plans included in your membership. Student athletes can benefit from the Student Plyometric Program and sports-specific strength training at I Am Fit. Certified strength coaches can help you become faster, stronger, and more agile. So whether you want to become stronger, lose some weight, or just tone up, it's never too late to start a physical fitness lifestyle. I Am Fit in the Kingwood Plaza. You are worth it.
What's worse than the roads around here? The answer is our internet. It's slow or worse, but you keep paying and hoping for better. Well, better is here, smoother and faster than a new highway. It's fiber optic cable. The cutting-edge technology comes from Prodigy, and that's a Preston County company. Prodigy, better phone and internet through fiber optics. Call us to see if we are available in your area yet. 304-777-4444. Prodigy, the way internet should be.
As a leader in rural healthcare since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate quality healthcare for our community. We are recognized as a bariatric center of excellence, the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and have access to many resources such as telehealth. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mountain Digital Hometown Television's coverage of another Preston Knight Varsity Football contest. We're coming to you live from Knights Stadium in Kingwood, West Virginia, where the Knights come home after a tough road trip down to Bridgeport to take on old foe University High. And the Hawks are flying in here tonight looking to get back on the winning track as well. Hi, I'm Steve Blake, alongside Terry Cochran, here in the booth high above the stadium, and we're just about set for game time here in a couple of minutes. Terry?
Oh, Steve, it's been one of those days out here this afternoon. It was pouring down the rain. We didn't think we were going to get much of a ball game in here at all. Then all of a sudden the skies cleared out. A beautiful evening, crisp and clear, right here at the Knights home field here in Preston County. And what a view we had early this afternoon as we was setting up of the valley and the beautiful fall leaves and foliage that we were looking at down. This has got to be, Steve, one of the most beautiful stadiums that you'll ever see. You should come out here, and especially in the fall time, to watch the fall foliage here in Preston County.
Well, we've got a nice crowd out here this evening on both sides of the ball, both home fans for Preston and the Hawks just down the road in Morgantown bring a good crew up, and we thank all you folks for tuning in out there wherever you may be. If you're watching us on the Atlantic Broadband, formerly Atlantic Broadband, the Breeze Line system. And we have some new viewers in the Morgantown area able to take advantage of this evening. And we welcome you on board and hope to make you regular viewers of Hometown TV, as well as those folks out there on Prodigy all over Preston County, fiber to the home. Get that fast, stable connection. Ride the light with Prodigy. And you can watch the Knights right here. Watch us on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/cable7 anytime, and the replays will be up there as well on demand. So many ways you can watch Preston Knight Varsity Football, and we encourage you to do so.
Well, the captain's out on the field right now for University High in their white uniforms this evening in red trim, along with the black-cladded Preston Knights. And the officials are going over the rules, and the coin toss is in the air. So we'll see who will be kicking off here shortly. This is a rivalry game for sure. The Knights and the University High Hawks have been playing for numerous years, and normally the University High Hawks have had their way with the Preston Knights here in the past 10 years. We're hoping to see something a little different this year. We've got some new coaches on that Preston sidelines. Things are starting to improve, but the old bugaboo injuries are playing a big factor this year with the Preston Knights again.
It's been tough for talented Preston quarterback Slayton Manco. He re-injured his shoulder at Bridgeport. Tweaked it, as it were. I think he's a game-time decision. Not sure. We saw him out there warming up. Obviously not totally 100%, but he's a game player. He'll be ready to go. And so we wait to see who will be under center for the Knights. And Preston will receive the ball to start the contest here. So we won't have to wait too long to find out what's up with the Knight offense.
Yeah, I think Manco got hurt they were off last week, but the week before in the Bridgeport contest. Got his shoulder banged up a little bit, had to set out second half. We saw him warming up this afternoon, Steve, and he was spinning the ball really well in warm-ups. So hopefully he's back out there for the Knights tonight, and we'll give the University High Hawks a good contest.
And you know, while we have a lot of new faces on the Knight sidelines in the coaching staff at University High, Coach John Kelly just keeps rolling. He's been at University High for 41 years, 37 of those as the head coach, the man in charge, and he definitely has his own style, and his team falls into that mode pretty quickly. The Knights are facing a University High team for the first time in a number of years that come in below 500, but they're looking to get back to 50-50 and move on toward the end of the year on an upswing. So they're both these teams coming in set to play hard, and we're going to have hopefully an exciting and competitive game here tonight for you from the mountaintop.
Yeah, University High comes in. They played John Marshall they won that ball game 42-7. Then they went down to Park South, and that's always a bad place to go when you're not ready for that game. And they got walloped down there 72-34. Then they come back, played Brook, lost another one 14-9, and that's unusual to see University drop one to Brook. Then if they followed that up with a win, beating Wheeling Park 17-14. Fairmont Senior 27-23 loss, close game against a good Fairmont Senior team. And then Buckhannon Upshur, a big win 42-14. And then last week, a bad loss to Spring Mills High School out of Martinsburg 49-14. All right, we're ready for the kickoff here at Preston High School. Number 8 kicking off for University High, that's John Coleman, I believe, number 8. Deep kick. Nice run back by the Knights. I believe that's Dylan Taylor. And he gets the ball out over the 25 to about the 27-yard line, where the Knights will start 1st and 10.
Taylor works really hard out of the backfield for the Knights and also on special teams, and there's just no quitting this young man. He's a threat to break out on any given play.
All right, Slayton Manco at quarterback for the Knights. They split 3 receivers to the near side, and they're going to flare pass out into flat. It goes to number 10. That was Sheldon Miller with the first catch of the day. No gain on that play. Well defended by the University High Hawks.
Little less than a yard picked up there after a good effort, but University High very quick in pursuit out on the edges there.
Manco alone in the backfield. Everybody split wide. He looks. He's flushed out of the pocket. Now he fires downfield over the head of his intended target. Had a wide open receiver. And I believe that was Sheldon Miller once again, Steve.
And Terry, it's been emblematic of the kind of season Preston has had when teams come in and do what University High did right there, able to put pressure on Manco, able to force him to roll the pocket. He's a mobile quarterback and a good passer, even on the run. But if University can develop a strategy here of getting into the Knight backfield early, it's going to be a long night for Preston.
Out of the shotgun, twins on both sides. The give to Miller up the middle, and he slips on his first cut and goes down. No gain, so they'll be forced to punt. Coverage at that time by number 7, Jack Byer, on the stop. He's 6'3", 185-pound. He plays linebacker, tight end. He's a multi-player, Steve. Cole Turner back to punt for the Knights.
Now Turner can boom one.
Decent punt towards the sidelines, and it'll trickle out of bounds right at the 35-yard line of University High.
Pretty good job getting the Knights out of their own territory and setting University High back a little, although they've got decent field position to get things underway for their first offense.
Yeah, Ethan Jackson was back there receiving for University High. He wanted to get his hands on that ball because he had some wide open spaces if he could have got upfield. All right, here comes the Hawks for the first time on offense this evening. I believe that's number 11, Luke Hudson at quarterback. And he has the big fullback behind him, number 45, Buck Jones. Or no, that's Malik Lewis.
All right, well, timeout in the action, timeout called here. The Hawks lined up, and I'm not sure if the Knights took a timeout to talk things over defensively. But the two teams will come off and huddle, and as they do that, we want to thank our major sponsors that help bring you these broadcasts. Prodigy, with that great fiber-to-the-home connection. Mon Health, Preston Memorial Hospital, part of the Vandalia Health System. You don't have to leave the mountaintop to get the health care you and your family need with Mon Health, Preston Memorial. And Shop and Save. 3 great stores, 1 great idea across the width of Preston County, from the mountaintop to the valley and in Kingwood with that brand new store. Man, I love those wide, luxurious aisles when I go in there to shop. No waiting at Shop and Save, and they've got all the deals that you need to get your family ready for a Preston County winter.
All right, here we go. Luke Hudson out of the shotgun. And he's flanked by number 45, big Malik Lewis. He looks downfield to have a man in the middle, and he's got it down the middle of the field. He will go all the way for a University High touchdown. What a pass play.
Down there for the Hawks, the receiver, number 2, Ethan Jackson.
Jackson, a junior, 5'8", 147-pound speedster. and they went right after the Knights secondary, straight down the middle of the field. Lewis wide open for the score.
Quick strike by the Hawks, and I'm sure that's exactly what Coach Kelly had in mind, was to get up early, because teams that have been able to do that against the Knights have fared very well here early in the season.
Kick up and good. So the Knights will take, or not the Knights, but the University High Hawks take a 7-0 lead over our Preston Knights. Here on homecoming weekend, here at the Knights Stadium, looking down over the Cheat Canyon here in Kingwood. Nice crowd showed up after the rain let up, Steve. They've got a pretty good sized crowd.
Kind of a dreary fall day for most of it, but it's turned into a beautiful pre-Halloween fall evening here on the mountaintop. That's coming up before too long, and the kiddos always love that here. And the Knights will have been on the road again, and then Halloween comes and goes, and they come home for one final contest. But be that as it may, always a lot of fun and merriment here at Preston High and in Knights Stadium, and tonight will be no different.
Well, University started out with a bang, so it's now time to see if the Knights can recover from that quick strike. Riley Land back for the Knights. I believe that again is John Coleman doing the kicking for University High. Kick away. Short kick. Knights fall on it. And they will start right about the 26, I believe, in Knights territory.
I believe that was Selden Greaser that dropped down on the ball there and secured it for Preston. Tried to pick it up, and then it bobbled loose on the ground, and he did the smart thing, secure possession.
All right, Mancobe out of the shotgun. Gives to the first man. He's got a hole up the center. Big yardage. Now he's sprinting down the sidelines. He's got it down the middle of the field. And it's going to be a saving tackle at the 1 yard line.
Last second tackle. Now I've got a number 22 on a jersey there, and I don't see 22 on my official University High football roster. So we're going to have to find out who that young man is, playing on the road here, wearing number 22 and making a saving shoestring tackle to delay the Knights for a moment, but not for long.
Nope, Sheldon Miller powers his way into the end zone. What a play by that young man as he broke free for about 70 yards down to the 1. And then takes it in for the Knights' first score of the evening. They can tie it all up at the 10:22 mark here in the first period. Cole Turner for the PAT. And it's good. So we have a tie score with 10:22 remaining in the first period. The Knights 7, the University Hawks 7. And two big plays, Steve, from both teams has everybody standing here in the stadium tonight.
It does, Terry, and on the Knights side of the field, they breathe a little sigh of relief, because too many times here earlier in the season, whether it's been on the road or at home, they've fallen behind early. They've fallen behind because of a big play. University High scores on the first play from scrimmage, but the Knights able to come out, recover a little bit of a bobbled ball there on the kickoff, and then right down the middle of the field, and a big score for Preston, a big strike back in answer to that first score by the Hawks. We hope for a competitive and exciting game here for fans tonight, and we sure have one so far.
Well, we'll see how the Preston Knights play this. I believe they have number 1, Kalen Blunt, back deep for the University High Hawks, and that speedy wide receiver. I believe that's number 2, Ethan Jackson, deep with him. We'll see if the Knights want to kick deep or stay away from that speed that's back there and maybe squib this.
Cole Turner places the ball and set to kick off. Special teams is a big emphasis for Coach Mark Deep this year for the Knights as they try to become resurgent.
They squibbed it down to number 1. He picks it up, trying to pick his way through, and he has done so far. Nice cut to the outside, brings it back right almost to the mid-stripe, 50-yard line. We're going to call it short, around the 48.
Host of Knights finally able to get around the ball there and in pursuit.
Kalen Blunt with the run back. Nice shifty moves from Kalen. He's 5'9", 150 pounds, a junior. All right, University High back up to the line for their second possession here in the first period. A quick strike early. We'll see how the Knights stack up on defense now. If they cover that center position, looks like they've moved in a little bit. Gives to their power back, number 45.
And there's already a lot of well-intentioned back and forth right down there in the trenches along the line. It's going to be a hard-fought game down there between the tackles. And the Knights are facing a big and very strong and very efficient University High offensive line, Terry.
Yes. He's looking to pass once again. They flush him out, and they've got him. Big sack by the Preston Knights, number 10. And that's Sheldon Miller.
Miller comes in and finishes that off. He got some help from number 54.
Yes, Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller, he's only a freshman, I believe.
The two combining for a stop that makes it a 3rd down and 15 for the Hawks.
8:52 on a turning clock here in the first period. Out of the shotgun, they look deep. They're trying over the center once again. They got a man. What a catch! Down at the Preston 25-yard line, way up in the air for that reception. I'm trying to pick out the number. I believe it was number 80.
Yeah, Khalil Lewis on the reception. He got up over Riley Land, was able to climb the ladder there and land, try as he might, just couldn't get high enough to deflect that ball.
Lewis, 6'2", 186 pounds, and he can get up. They're looking for him deep, but they go to the under route, and that could have been intercepted.
Well defended, tipped in the air. Knights had a chance at it. It falls to the turf.
They were looking for John Coleman on that play.
Stop the clock with 8:08 to go here in period number 1. And Terry, I think both of these teams come in here with a mindset that if they can shorten this game a little bit, it benefits them. So University High wants to do that. The Knights want to do that as well.
All right, flags fly. So we'll see a legal procedure against University High. A little movement early, so that'll set them back 5 yards. Put the ball back to the 30-yard line in Preston territory. A 7-7 ball game with 8:07 remaining here in the first period of play at Knight Stadium. The rain has held off and went away. What a beautiful evening, fall evening for football, high school football here in Preston County. All right, give to the big fullback. He powers his way for about 10 yards. Picks up that 5 yards and a couple more. That's Lewis. Lewis is a 6 foot, 294-pound fullback, I call him.
And I'll tell you what, the young man at the end of that still had some foot speed going and delivered the blow. So very nice job there by Malik Lewis, but it will bring up a 3rd and 7 now for the Hawks.
2 men split to the near side. They're looking to pass. They throw a quick out, caught. It doesn't quite get away from a nice tackle by Taylor. That was number 80 for University High. Once again, Khalil Lewis.
And a good job defending against Lewis by Taylor there, making the solo tackle in free space out there on the edge. And if Lewis gets by him, that's going to be a first down and maybe more. So kudos to Mr. Taylor for a job well done. He grades highly on that play.
Yeah, that was a saving tackle. Lewis has got great hands. We saw that earlier on that end cut as he went way high in the air and pulled that ball down. So we're going to have to keep an eye on Mr. Lewis all night long. 7-10 now remaining in the first period. Ball setting at the 33-yard line of Preston. Luke Hudson at quarterback. He's looking to throw. Now he gets flushed. They got him maybe. Gets away from one man. Brings it to the near side, and he's just going to take it out of bounds. But a big loss on the play. He was lucky to get back where he did.
Out around the 38-yard line where he steps out of bounds. And that'll bring up a 4th and 22.
I call that a coverage sack by the Knights, Steve. They had everyone blanketed downfield, and he just had nowhere to go. He just had to finally run out of bounds.
Yeah, they started with that empty backfield, and that let the Knights just pin their ears back and go for the ball.
So the Hawks are forced to punt. Ball setting at the Knight 37-yard line.
And now we get another timeout in the action here. Score tied 7-7, and with 6:45 to go just in this opening period, we've seen a lot of exciting football, and this game promises a lot more. So we hope you got your popcorn ready and your favorite beverage. Got the Barca Lounger or the Lazy Boy kicked back, and you're watching along at home on television if you were not able to get out here to Knight Stadium. And I know many of you will go home and be watching this on the replay. So careful, you may just see yourself in the crowd there somewhere.
Yeah, there we go.
We don't have quite all the toys deployed because of the weather, but
we're missing.
We hope to get the Air One shots back up and get the drone back in the air come the finale, when the Knights will play their final game of the 2023 season on November the 3rd against Philip Barber High School here at the stadium. Between now and then, they've got a game with Buchanan Upshur, but of course, they've got more than 3/4 of the game here tonight.
Blocked, and it's picked up by the Knights. Down the sidelines, streaking, and finally brought out of bounds around the 10-yard line. Preston Knights, Sheldon Miller with the block, and the scoop. Almost a scoop and score, but they're forced out of bounds right at the 10. Preston has a golden opportunity with 6:35 remaining here in the first period.
And Terry, again, all that hard work on special teams, all that focus that Coach Deep has been putting into special teams, and his assistants have been working with these youngsters on, starting to pay some dividends here tonight in ways that we haven't seen so far this season.
The Knights only have one win on the season, Steve, but I have seen so much improvement in the way they are playing football here at Preston. Teams will not be able to overlook them much longer like they have in the past if they keep improving the way they are. All right, a gain, just a short gain on that play. Rivera on the stop for University High. That'll bring up second down. And about 7 for a TD. Cole Turner with the, looked like they was running a little bit of a wildcat that time. I didn't see Manco in the game. Turner was in the backfield and faked the handoff and took it up the center for not more than a yard. So that brings up third down, 7 to go for a TD. We'll see what they come up with. Now I see Manco still not in the game. So I don't know if he was injured on that last play. So we see now Cole Turner at quarterback. The give up the center to number 7, Ethan Likens. That's the first time we've heard Likens' name called this evening, Steve. He's been a power back for the Knights this season.
Likens bulls forward there, close to the 3-yard line, I think.
Yep, they're down to the 3, and it's 4th and 3 now. The Knights are going to go for it, it appears. Turner at quarterback out of the shotgun. Once again, he keeps it this time, cuts upfield, and they call it a touchdown. I thought for a second his knee might have went down. And they signal a touchdown.
Very close at the line, but he got that ball over the line and scores what is a big go-ahead score for Preston at the 4:47 mark here.
Nice play on that quarterback option by Cole Turner, who suddenly came in the game. Now I believe the University High coaching staff's out talking to him. They thought his knee might have went down early.
Now, there is no instant replay here, so Coach Kelly and his staff can jaw at the officials. And, you know, Coach Deep would do the same thing, and rightly so. They're doing their jobs, and they're going to make their feelings relevant to the officials.
Yeah, Coach
Kelly,
not happy. Coach Kelly is very upset.
Not real happy right here.
No. I questioned it when he made his cut. I thought his left knee might have came down, but the officials were standing right there watching the play, and he had the ball out in front of him, so it may have crossed the plane before the knee touched. So that's the way we're going to call it. Knights up 13-7 over the University High Hawks with 4:47 remaining here in the first period. So
again, we want to take just a moment here to talk about all of our sponsors, and we thank them. We want to talk about the 3 major sponsors who help bring you Preston Knight Varsity Football here on Hometown TV. Prodigy, with that great fiber-to-the-home connection. Mon Health, Preston Memorial Hospital, part of the Vandalia Health System.
All right, we're on for the PAT, and now we get a flag.
Legal procedure, that'll back the Knights up on the attempt. And, of course, our third major sponsor, Shop and Save, with 3 great stores here in Preston County. One great idea, and that's value for you and your family. Shop and Save. Check them out today.
That was big. That penalty backed him up. This is a very important extra point attempt to put the Knights up 14-7 over the Hawks. Cole Turner has plenty of leg, but now we have a bad snap. He's going to have to run it, and he is not going to get in the end zone. Taylor did his best to get around the end, but he's finally driven out of bounds by the Hawks.
Good pursuit there by Kelton Blunt.
And that play could come back to haunt Preston at the end of this ball game, but we'll see. I expect there to be a lot more scoring in this ball game, so.
Well, we said early that both of these teams would like to shorten the game, particularly because weather may be a factor late in the evening. We're not sure about that. Radar is clear right now, but you don't know what you don't know. And lo and behold, sometimes when it doesn't rain up here, the Cheat Canyon develops a pretty good blanket of fog. We don't need another fog bowl. We've been here for a couple of those.
I have been here, Steve, when you could not see the
what
players.
You could not see.
No, even the cameras couldn't pick them up. It was when it drops in, it drops in.
Yeah,
here on this
we're not going to talk
stadium.
about that anymore. We certainly don't want that to happen. And but again, both of these teams came in with the idea. The natural surface of Knight Stadium going to be a little bit of a slog here tonight. Going to slow things a little bit. Might as well shorten the game and try to run a little bit of clock. But now, thanks to some big plays, the clock isn't cooperating with that.
No. All right. Cole Turner, who just scored the Preston touchdown, back to kick off. Nice kick down to about the 10. That'll be fielded by Kalen Blunt. Up the sidelines, and they corral him right about the 30-yard line. It looks to be in University High territory. About a 10, 15-yard run back.
Blunt, the speedster who made the big play there to stop the Knights' extra point attempt with a good tackle on the near side, goes out over on the far side there. So he handles the ball on consecutive plays and does a nice job on both sides of it.
All right, let's see what University has up its sleeves. Luke Hudson in the shotgun. He's got two men split to the near side, one to the far side. This looks like the same play that they ran early when they scored their first touchdown. Man in motion. Little quick pitch. And it's defended very well. That was number 2, Ethan Jackson, for the University High Hawks on that jet sweep.
Knights are getting off the ball extremely quickly here. And doing a nice job defensively in pursuit. And I have to wonder if that aforementioned natural turf is aiding a little bit, because University High, frankly, you know, they mostly play on an artificial surface. And it's a different feel and a different step.
Yeah, I believe that was Sheldon Greaser on the stop for the Knights, number 16. Did a nice job defensively. All right, here we go. They're back looking deep. They got a man down the sidelines, covered by Taylor. Taylor knocks it down. Great coverage by number 8 for Preston. That's Dylan Taylor.
Nice adjustment on the ball by Taylor that time, and did a good job not interfering but staying engaged with the receiver and making a really good defensive play on a long ball downfield. And University High, having had early success with those deep balls, they're going to keep chucking them down there, because Coach Kelly knows that the odds are in his favor that he's going to complete some balls here as long as the rain holds off.
Well, the rain hasn't held off. Look up in the lights. It's really coming down hard as they get a little swing pass, and I believe they're going to pick up the first down. That was a nice pitch and catch that time to number 41 and Brock Keller for the University High Hawks. Just a little wheel route coming out of the backfield, and they got him down the sidelines, picked up the first down. So that keeps that drive alive, ball at the 43-yard line.
Not sure how many balls the Hawks have in the bag over there, but they're going to work to try and keep it as dry as possible for as long as possible as they rotate them.
All right, to give to the second man this time, as they had a fullback in leading the way. That was a give to number 12, Josh George. He's 5'10", 181 pounds, running back.
And the junior does a very workmanlike job there. Pushes forward pretty close to a first down. It'll be second and a long one, short two.
So they went to a running game right now. They got the fullback and a halfback, Keller, leading them up into the center of the line. We'll see if they stay with that run. Yes, they do, and the speedster gets outside, picking up big yardage down to the Preston 32-yard line. Josh George once again.
Hawks move the chains, keep the offensive possession rolling here, and
this is big for the Preston Knights. They need to hold them here at the end of this first period and try to take the lead into the second period. That extra point attempt could come back to hurt them later on. 13-7, Preston Knights over the University High Hawks.
Well, Coach Deep knows his defense has to bend but not break here.
All right, he rolls out. Hudson looking downfield. He's got a man wide open, but was he in bounds?
Well,
no.
We've got a flag in the Hawk backfield just before that ball went in the air. So we'll see what transpires with the officials as we come all the way back down. Flag laying on the 35-yard line, and University High is going to get tagged with a hold.
So that'll move him back 15. Boy, the receiver was wide open down that far sideline. Just couldn't keep his feet in bounds. He made the catch. So we'll look for them to go back to that later on, Steve. That was a nice little drag play over the center of the field.
Meantime, this brings up a 1st and 20 for University High, and helps the Knights' cause just a little bit here at the 2:12 mark of period number 1.
Well, they get a little bit of that back as George picks up good yardage for the Hawks on second down.
Another good run for number 12 right there, and the Knights were able to bring him down to the turf, but it took a lot of black shirts to get that done. Good forward lean, and I like the way George runs the ball.
All right, we got to watch this time. They flank Khalil Lewis to the far side of the field, and he's on a lot smaller defender over there. They may try to go deep. All right, he's looking. Lewis, he throws it. I believe a little miscommunication as Lewis took an out route, and I believe the quarterback, Hudson, thought he was going to break inside. So the ball incomplete, just no one there. Could have been intercepted.
That'll bring up a big 3rd and 12 here, so the Knights have a little bit of a cushion to defend, but University High not going to be bashful in the attack, whether it's a ground attack or through the air.
I like Lewis up against Taylor on this near sidelines. That's a good matchup. We'll see if he looks down. No, he goes back to the center of the field, wide open for a first down. Catch made by Ethan Jackson in the slot. Or they say that was number 8. That's John Coleman. Kilkenny on the coverage for the Knights. With 1:05 remaining here in this first period. Ball setting about the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for the University High Hawks. Hudson out of the shotgun. Give to the first man. And he's been running well since he come in the game, and he's going to score. That's number 12, Josh George. And, man, has he made a difference since he came in the game.
He's a hard charger, Terry, and he's running very, very well here. He's running like he wants a starting job.
Well, he ever since he's come in the ball game, they've been picking up big yardage off tackle with his running ability. He's got a lot of speed, and he's got a little twerk to him. He can get the yardage.
Get some congratulations from his teammates on the sidelines, and the Hawks will line up for what could be the go-ahead point here.
Coleman kicking. It's up and good. So that extra point attempt that the Knights failed to get a little earlier has them down by 1 point here with 37.8 seconds to go in this first period. The Hawks up on the Preston Knights by a score of 14-13. Well-placed drive, Steve.
It was, and the Knights had a little bit of an opportunity there via the penalty and good pursuit. They kind of had the Hawks in a little bit of a hole, and University didn't let up, and a lot of it was due to a running back making his bones, so to speak, showing Coach Kelly what he could do. As Mr. George put him on his back and said, come on, guys, end zone's down there. We're going that way.
Well, the umbrellas are out here at Knight Stadium. The rain steadily coming down. You can see it in the lights, and everybody's covering up. We were worried about that. That's why some of our equipment's not out tonight. We normally have a couple other camera angles for you to see. We're missing some of them guys tonight. Big Texan Walker's not around. Brad the Hitman Hart, he's not with us tonight, so we're on a limited budget, I guess you could say, huh, Steve? We're doing the best we can.
Well, the accountant's always like that.
Yeah,
so,
the accountant wouldn't let us spend any money this week.
Yeah, more like the weatherman wouldn't. But, hey, I digress.
Yeah.
All
We're
right.
doing the best we can for you this evening. Like you said, next week, hopefully or in 2 weeks, we'll come back for the final game and see if we can't light this place up with everything we got. We'll see.
More importantly, we'll see if the Knights can light things up. And here's a squib coming
and it gets
down.
by. University High
boy.
comes up with it. That ball went past two Preston. No?
Two Preston Knight players.
Wait a minute. Looks like the Knights may have. I thought University High had it, but they
I'll tell
did
you
not.
what, coming out of the bottom of the stack there looked like number 54 with the ball.
How he got
for
that ball,
Preston.
I don't know.
Tenacity. Pure, absolute tenacity for Preston on the play. Number 54, Braden Miller, just a freshman. And he stuck his head in there where a lot of players fear to tread, honestly, at that point. And wormed down to the bottom of the pile and came out of there with the pigskin.
All right, we'll see who's at quarterback for the Knights right now. They give to the first man through, and they have that stuffed big 41 in for University High, along with, I believe, 30, is that 36? Yeah, 36.
Knight's got a good push off the offensive line there, so able to fall forward there for about 4.5.
I believe that was Tanner Ackerman on the stop for University High.
Yeah.
And number 41, I believe, that was Brock Keller. So
And
that
that'll
ends the first period.
Brings us to the end of one, and as we do that, we're going out for these quick commercials, and we'll be back with more Preston Knight Varsity Football. Quarter 2 coming up next.
What's worse than the roads around here? The answer is our internet. It's slow or worse, but you keep paying and hoping for better. Well, better is here, smoother and faster than a new highway. It's fiber optic cable. The cutting-edge technology comes from Prodigy, and that's a Preston County company. Prodigy, better phone and internet through fiber optics. Call us to see if we are available in your area yet. 304-777-4444. Prodigy, the way internet should be.
As a leader in rural healthcare since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate quality health care for our community. We are recognized as a bariatric center of excellence, the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and have access to many resources such as telehealth. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Welcome to the
And you can see the rain coming down here at Knight Stadium as we get set to get back underway on the mountaintop, and it is really pounding it now.
You talk about people covering up quick. At least these people brought all the umbrellas and tarps and everything else they could get their hands on.
I see a couple tents down there to the left.
Well, the footing's going to get treacherous out here on this grass turf here.
Ball in play right there in the Knights' short work of that one.
I believe that was Riley Land, his first carry of the night for the Knights. And I don't know, it looks like Manco's either re-injured his arm. He's over on the sidelines once again. So they've had to go to the backup quarterback. That's Cole Turner. Cole, a junior for Preston. And he floats one down the center of the field. He had a man open just a little bit high. And in these wet conditions, Cody Smith couldn't bring it in. Oh, my. If he'd have caught that.
Oh, so close. He'd still be running.
Off to the races. Now, if that had been Manco, I'm not saying anything different, but Manco can spin that ball. We watched him in warm-ups. I don't think he'd have missed that pass. We got to give Cole Turner as much credit as he can for coming in here and taking the team on his shoulders after the starting quarterback goes out. And he's back doing the kicking duties now for the Knights as they have to kick to University High.
4th and 9. He boots a pretty good one down to about the 42-yard line. And the Hawks.
The ball's fumbled, and it looks like Preston may have it. They're on top of it, and they do. Number 54 once again for Preston comes up with the ball after they stripped, I believe, number 2 for the Hawks, which was Ethan Jackson.
Ethan Jackson with the ball down there, but it was just wet enough, just slippery enough, and Knights able to poke that loose. And again, great special teams play, no quit. And there's no quit in either one of these teams. They're just not coached that way. They're not built that way. But for Preston, it's been a while coming, been a while getting to this point. So while they may savor that for a moment, now they got to go right back to work here, get more than the 1 yard the last drive produced.
University High just pounding that center of the line now. They know that the starting quarterback for the Knights is out of the ball game, and they're going to the run, and they are waiting for it. That was the interior of the University High Hawk line on that tackle. So Preston's got to come up with something here because they're just teeing off on them now. Turner looks, he floats one out. And I think it was intended for Likens. He wasn't ready for it. So the offense now for the Knights really sputtering here in the second period.
Well, both of these teams having exactly what they feared, some weather-related consequences that is altering their offensive production.
Let's see if we can get the ball in Sheldon Miller's hands. If they can open him up a little hole, we'll see him go to the races like he did in that first period. The boy's got some wheels. And now we get a timeout by the Preston Knights. At the 10:27 mark here in the second period, the University High Hawks up by a score of 14 to 13 over the Preston Knights.
Again, we want to thank viewers who may be tuning in and saying, "What's this?" for the first time on the Breeze Line system in the Morgantown area. We're the guys from Kingwood.
I believe this is Channel 1 in Morgantown.
We are on Channel 1 now, I have been told, in the Morgantown market. So those of you who are staying in on a rainy evening looking for something to watch on TV, well, here we are.
Also on Prodigy, Channel 10, all over Preston, and expanding into, I believe, Tucker County before too long. High on the mountain in the Terrata area. And
that great fiber to the home connection from Prodigy. You can ride the light, and we'll ride right along beside you.
All right, the Knights back out on the field. 3rd and 12 for Preston to keep this drive alive. Turner in the shotgun. They send a man in motion. Now they look to swing it out. They do. Miller steps out of bounds. Maybe a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Tried to create some space there, but coming to the short side, just not enough field there for him to run that out much farther. Good gain. Not what they needed in order to move the sticks, though, as it'll bring up a 4th and 6 at the 10:21 mark. So the Knights will be forced to punt again, and once again hope for some exciting and stellar special teams play.
All right, back deep again is Ethan Jackson. Jackson takes the punt, drops it, picks it back up. That's always scary when that happens. Now flags are everywhere flying. Jackson's still on his feet, making cuts, moves, and they're going to finally corral him out of bounds about the 45-yard line. He did a lot of running to pick up about 5 yards.
Student body tackle along the sidelines down here right in front of the university bench. Just good, hard, spirited play. And we'll see what the laundry may entail as the officials have gathered to talk it over.
Several of them saw whatever it was, so looks like a face mask penalty against the Preston Knights.
Ouch, that's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Preston is going to give up a major penalty here and tack on a good 15 yards for the infraction, and that will put University High well over midfield.
Yeah, bring them.
They get set to step it off here.
Let's go put them down inside
they'll be
the
set
40.
up with a first down inside the Knight 40-yard line.
Well, then they spot the ball on their side of the yard line. I don't know. They never marked off 15 yards. I'm not sure what happened. Okay, here we go. Ball at the University High 49-yard line. And to give to the speedy number 12. And, man, can he hit that hole? Just powers his way up for a good 8 yards. Quick.
And once he's in the second level there, Terry, with the linebackers, he's a danger to break out. And the Knights do a good job in corralling him, but not before he gets a very nice gain to the 42 and brings up 2nd and 1 on a gain of 9.
Josh George, Jr., 5'10", 181 pounds, just having his way with the Knights defense. Got to give a lot of credit to that Hawk offensive line. They are opening up some holes right now for that running back. Give again. He cuts it outside, gets away from one man, but a nice open field tackle by Riley Land to limit that gain, but they'll pick up the first down.
Land had a little bit of help that time, knew he could stand his ground right there, and made a good stop on the play.
Ball now in Knights territory inside the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the University High Hawks. That big offensive line bruising down there. Number 79 for the Hawks. senior Mason England, 6'4", 365 pounds. That's a man. Deep down the sidelines, he's looking for number 2, Ethan Jackson, as he was splitting on an outcut. Was open, but the ball overthrown. And that could be because of the wet conditions right now. Kind of hard to hold on to that ball.
Well, and the tendency is maybe your quarterback is thinking, I got to put a little extra mustard on this one to get through the rain, because it's coming down pretty hard once again.
Luke Hudson at quarterback. And right behind him is Josh George. Now they give it on a quick hitter to number 2, Ethan Jackson. And he picks up a good yardage before being taken out. Almost a first down. 3rd and 1 now for University High. Ball at the 29-yard line of Preston. Little jet sweep. Got outside. Got to the sidelines, picked up a good 6-7 yards on that play.
Riley Land right there at the end of that one again for the Knights.
They're saying the ball on the 31, but I believe it's inside the 30. Now flags fly. Officials.
Offside Preston. Going to cost the Knights a crucial 5 yards here.
May have lined up in the neutral zone. Offsides.
Somebody got a hand down somewhere on the wrong side of the line.
So that gives them another first down. University High picks up another first down to the Preston 26 with 7:50. The Knights need to come up with a stand right now and go into halftime at a 1-point deficit or the lead. So we need the Knights to stand up, make a play. And they go right back to their running back, who's, nice play by number 64. Now they're going to throw flags, and I believe they're going to get him for slamming the back to the ground.
Well, I'll tell you, I have a hard time agreeing with that if that's the call.
We'll wait and see. It might be a necessary roughness. Call was on 64 for Preston, who made a nice stop. Yep, that's what they're calling.
Tell that to the guy who's getting hit up and under the chin by a full-speed running back.
Yeah.
In these conditions, wow. That
was Grayson
That's one
Coon.
I take a little issue with. I'm sorry. No offense to the crew down there tonight. They're working hard doing their job, but I can't see that one.
Yeah, he made a nice tackle. He just was a little exuberant on the final of that tackle, as he kind of played WWF on him. Suplex. All right, here comes the Hawks. Back to the man. Man, he is such a good running back. You could see him hit that hole and then just a quick step left and then a quick burst right up the center of that. He's got some good wheels.
He's got a good set of wheels. He's got a nice change of pace in his running style. And he's doing exactly what Coach Kelly has sent him in there to do, and that is what they'll give you, you're going to take. And if you can get a little more but keep a hold of the ball, keep that wet ball secure, we'll just run clock, and I'll be a happy man at halftime.
All right. 2nd down and a yard to go, yard and a half. They can pick up a first down, but they won't need it. Touchdown, I believe, University High. As number 12 carries again into the end zone, and that's Josh George. He's a workhorse.
It's kind of become his show right now.
Well, it looks like the rain has finally let up a little bit. I can still see it in the lights of the stadium, a mist coming down. University on for the PAT. Kick is up, and the officials signal good.
21st point on the board for the Hawks. So it's a 21-13 game now, but still plenty of time with 6:17 remaining in the first half. Now you recall the Knights took possession of the ball to begin the game, short possession, and kicked it away. So they're facing 6:17 on the clock here. They're facing a little bit of a pressure point. They need to have a consistent drive right here.
Yeah, they can't hang their heads right now. They're only down 8 points. So the Knights need to put a drive together here. They've got plenty of time, 6:17 here in the second period, and get some points on the board, even if it's a field goal. Try to get some points in and go in at halftime, not that far down. They can't afford a turnover and let the Hawks go in and even press this score farther along, Steve. They need a consistent drive, like you said. Get the ball down, get some points on the board, and go in and talk about it at halftime.
All right, the Hawks will break the huddle.
Let's see if they go with that squib kick again,
Set
Steve.
to kick off. I would be surprised if they kicked it away here. I would expect them to kind of squib this ball down. They nearly recovered a live ball in a similar situation.
All right, a flag came down.
May have been somebody offsides a little bit.
He hesitated before he kicked that. He come up and then did a little hop, skip, and a jump before he kicked the ball, and I think one of his guys got across the line, maybe ahead of that. We'll see. Yep.
May play to the Knights' advantage just a bit.
They'll back him up 5 yards. I've never seen a false start called in football, but I guess it can happen.
That's more like a balk.
Basically, that's what they called.
Pitcher.
He skipped and he didn't come all the way through.
Pitcher skipped and didn't finish his throw.
Yeah.
It was a balk.
All right. We're underway. Another squib kick. Don't let it get by you. Nice pickup. Now he cuts, but he's going to be gang tackled over on that sideline.
Not fooling the Hawks over on the far side there.
I believe I saw 7 in on that tackle, and maybe I can't tell for sure, but I know 7 was in on it. Byer. He's a sophomore, 6'3", 185-pound defensive end. Well, he's a tight end linebacker, and he plays quarterback too, so he does about everything for the Hawks.
Dylan Taylor on the return for Preston. Now he'll split out wide to the near side. And the Knights, with 6:10 remaining here in the first half, will go to work and try to sustain a drive and go get some points.
The air seemed to go out of this Knight offense once they lost their starting quarterback. So
well, and at the same time, the weather set in, and that had its effect on both these teams.
Quarterback keeper, he pulled it down and got maybe a yard on the play. That brings up 2nd and 9. Cody Smith split to the near side with, I believe, Taylor. Now a quick shot over the center. A nice tackle. Ball comes out, and we might have a targeting call here by number 41. I think he hit helmet to helmet. The ball did come out, but that's after he hit the ground. we're going to see here. I believe there's going to be maybe a talk for targeting. Cody Smith on the reception.
Yeah, in any event, he is down right now and in some obvious discomfort and distress.
Yes, looks to me like the officials are calling personal foul, targeting against University High. Now, I'm not sure how it is in high school if 41 will have to come out of the game, but the Preston Knight receiver's still on the ground, and I know the University High people here are upset about that call, but that was a wicked shot.
It was a good, solid hit. I don't think I'm not sure in looking at it. My impression was that it wasn't maybe an intentional thing, but he dropped his head at the wrong moment. And defensively, you do that, make helmet contact, you're going to get the targeting call if the official's looking at it properly. And the more important thing is the safety of both players and to make sure that that somebody's not severely injured. That's why those rules exist. And
yeah, he took a hard shot. Now the young man's up off the turf. So I hope he just got his bell rung for a minute.
That's a relief. There's no doubt that he'll go off and undergo some testing to see if further protocols are warranted.
41's still on the field, so there are different calls in high school.
Well, there are different levels of targeting.
So
and again, I go with both players making a good, hard play and just a bang-bang kind of thing that happens sometimes on the football field. So all other things being equal, the Knights get the benefit of the penalty. Ball is near midfield, and Preston has a 1st and 10 with 5 minutes and 22 seconds on a turning second quarter clock.
All right, they stack the box, University High, looking for the run. All right, this way. He finally cuts it outside, and I believe we're going to get a holding call on Preston as they're gang tackling. 7 was in on the stop along with 36. And number 4 for University High, Blunt on the stop along with number 36.
And indeed, the hold on Preston will bring that one back.
Tanner Ackerman. Penalties, not what you need right now as you try to sustain a drive with 5:05 remaining in this second period. Especially when you're down to your second-string quarterback who is limited in throwing downfield.
Well, Preston now facing a 1st and 20.
Taylor to the near side, trips to the far side, and they throw out a little pass. Was actually lateral, went out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a little dangerous right there, but I don't think anybody from the University High side of the field had the wheels to quite go get that one before it trickled out of bounds.
No, but that will cost them yardage because it was actually considered a lateral. So where the ball went out is where it's placed. So now they're back to the 33, second down along 26 yards to go.
Yeah, loss of 6 there, and Preston in the same single back set.
Knights look to pass, and it's knocked down. Nice job getting his hands up. Number 27, I believe, for University High. Went high in the air, knocked the ball out, and that brings up 3rd and 26.
Marcos Nisko on the play, 185-pound sophomore, getting some time in here defensively.
All right, we got trips to the near side. Cole Taylor at quarterback for the Knights in reserve as Manco went out early. He looks downfield. He slips. Now he gets the ball down the center of the field, almost intercepted. But Riley Land had a chance at it right at the end of that play.
Yeah, tipped, and Land spun up there under it. Couldn't quite make the grab on the ball.
Now we got a flag. And University High will decline the penalty. That brings up 4th down for the Knights. That's at the 4:36 mark here in the second period. Had a little bit of everything so far. Started out with a bang, both teams with tremendous plays, big plays to get touchdowns early, and then the game kind of settled down a little bit as we expected it to. Right now, University High with the advantage, 21-13 over the Preston Knights. The ball.
And a good punt here, trickling down along the sidelines.
Yeah, the ball out about the 20. Well, let's see. It's inside the 25, so about the 24, where University High will begin 1st and 10.
So the Knights back them up just a little.
University High would like to take this ball quickly downfield and put up another score and put the Knights in a hole going into halftime.
Well, and with 4:26 remaining on this second quarter clock, there's plenty of time when you have a running back that has been running as well tremendous. As George has.
I'll bet he's got over 100 yards in this half alone since he's come in, and he didn't start the game. Now they look back to pass. They're going to go deep. Man down there, and he makes the catch. Nice over-the-shoulder catch, and I believe that's number 8.
Indeed, John Coleman with the grab down there, and he took that ball in stride, as you said, Terry. A very nice over-the-shoulder catch and a good hookup between the quarterback and his receiver, and that sets the Hawks up very nicely with the nose of the ball at the Preston 27, 1st and 10, and now plenty of time with 4 minutes on a turning clock.
Somehow the Knights have to force a turnover and stay in this ball game with 3:53 now on a turning clock. Nice little shuttle pass to number 2. And he's pushed out, but a flag on this far sidelines and then a second flag. And I believe they're going to get Preston hitting a guy late out of bounds and pushing him way too far. So it might be offsetting penalties.
Yeah, depending on what that first flag was, we may have offsetting penalties and a redo.
Rain begins to fall again here at Knight Stadium. You can see it pounding in the lights. So I believe they'll bring this back, maybe have a redo. What Mr. Official has to say here, Steve.
Yep, we've got a hold against the Hawks. And then further, a face mask against the Knights.
Didn't see that.
May have actually happened as they got caught up rolling out of bounds over there. And now a little bit different. They mark off the penalty against the Hawks. Then they mark off the penalty against the Knights. If that's what the intention of the official is, he's still holding on to the ball. He's not done yet. Okay, here's the mark off.
So they got the worst end of it.
I'm not sure how that's
I don't either.
Equitable.
You think offsetting penalties?
He just marked off about 20 yards against the Hawks there on what should be offsetting penalties.
Okay. They know more than we do.
I'm not sure how that's applied.
I'm watching the main official down here. Oh, the face mask was against University High.
Okay, so the signal was ineffective, as it indicated that the Knights had committed the face mask penalty, and we were speculating on where that happened. But the penalty actually enforced against the Hawks. So now we're back at midfield, and it's a 1st and 33. Look for him to maybe attempt to air it out now once again.
All right, he looks. He's not going to run, but he's got a man downfield. A little push off by the receiver. They get away with it. And a nice catch downfield. Doesn't get him a first down, but gets him close.
Little hand play there, but nothing too exorbitant.
Nice.
And that's got the Hawk fans up off their seats.
Nice pitch and catch. Yep, to number 12, Josh George. He's an all-around, or was that? Okay, I heard that was 82 for University High. James Gabbert. All right, now they're looking deep to the end zone. Ball tipped right at the last second. He had a man open. A great defensive play down there. Trying to pick that up. It was intended for number 8 for University. John Coleman. Just at the last second, he knocked that ball down, or that would have been a touchdown. 3:06 remaining here in the second period.
Play on the ball down there, I believe, made by Riley Land.
It could have been Riley. I couldn't tell for sure. I didn't get a good look at his jersey as he turned around. 2nd and 10 now. They give the ball to Josh, and he just sprints outside. Going to pick up a first down, and now a flag gets thrown right before he gets in the end zone. They call it a touchdown.
Yeah, late flag behind the play. Now we'll see what the flag is as to what that result ends up being. Josh George going to be victimized by a hold well behind the play that really would have been of no consequence to the end result there, as he legged it out and got into the corner of the end zone.
Man, I am impressed with George. He has just got speed to burn. Very, very good running back for the Hawks. I believe he's a junior. 5'10", 181 pounds. Since he's come in the ball game, it's been a completely different University High team.
Yeah, and I believe you'll see a lot more of him as this season winds to a conclusion, and a whole lot more as a senior, as a featured back for Coach John Kelly.
All right, they flip it out to number 2, Jackson. Jackson up in the hole, gets hit hard.
Couple of Knights down there in the middle of that.
But he picks up a good amount of yardage, so it's now 3rd down and only 2 to go for a Hawk first down to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, they have overcome, in spite of the penalties, an awful deep hole in the field.
So Coach Kelly takes a timeout.
Well, timeout.
We've
We've got an injury on the field as a Knight player is down.
That's right at the goal line.
Trying to get a number on that. We'll see what we can do. But obviously, not an optimal situation there. May have gotten the wind knocked out of him.
Some of the umbrellas came down in our crowd, as you can see out there. Nice crowd on hand for this ball game tonight.
It's let up some more, the intermittent rain having gone by the wayside, while we have this stoppage in play. We will remind folks, particularly those of you who are in that crowd maybe watching the replay.
That's the night cheering section. They're crazies.
We will remind folks that our major sponsors are Prodigy, with that great fiber to the home connection here on the mountaintop and expanding beyond here in Preston County. Mon Health, Preston Memorial Hospital, part of the Vandalia Health System, part of your plan to keep you and the family healthy and safe here locally, right in town. You don't have to leave the mountaintop to get the health care that you need. And Shop and Save. Those three great stores all across the breadth of Preston County, from the mountaintop to the valley. And in the middle, right there, the newest store in Kingwood. Injury timeout about to end, and I still don't have a number.
Haven't been able to pick it up yet. Kind of looked like Dylan Taylor for a minute. I'm not sure.
Trainers are going to take a good look here. And across the wayside there, a little dark, hard to see. We will pick that back up if we can find out.
All right, we're
who
back.
That was. We'll let you know.
Back to live action. And to give to the workhorse, and they got him in the backfield this time. Nice defensive play by number 7 from Preston, Ethan Likens. That's just what the doctor ordered for the Knights with 2:05 remaining, and that brings up 4th down.
Mr. Likens came at that one like he knew what the play was before it started.
Yeah, he
got a good jump off the ball there at the snap, and got a handful
nice
of
job.
Mr. George and brought him down quickly.
Shot the gap, so we got a field goal attempt on for University High. We know the young man's got the leg. He's kicking from about the 32, ball down, kick up, and it's good. Field goal good for University High.
Nicely done. And that will give the University High Hawks their 24th point and a little bit of a cushion now with 1:32 to go in the first half of play, as they will be set to receive the ball when we come out for second half action. But in the meantime, the Knights have about 90 seconds here. Can't get too crazy, but certainly have the speed and the opportunity. Maybe break a big play, maybe break a nice run, get into a scoring situation.
Well, they've played a pretty well-played game against the University High team right now. The Hawks putting the pressure on late in the second period, but it was a close contest till way down in the period. It was 14-13 for a lot of this game, so they're not out of it yet.
No, it's a very competitive contest, and the crowd, despite the weather, on both sides of the aisle here hanging in.
Coleman, who just kicked the field goal for University, will be kicking off, doing the kicking duties, and he squibs it. One of the Knights players miss it, and up the center comes one of the Knights, and he's got a nice run back over to about the 33 of Knights territory. Sheldon Miller on the return. Keller on the stop for University High, number 41. He's been all over the place tonight for the Hawks.
Gives Preston the ball at their own 27, 1st and 10, and 1:26 to work with.
Give once again to Miller. Nice run to this near side. Picks up a good 15 yards and a Knight first down. Made a nice little cut back to get the ball up to the 45-yard line, 46.
Clock will stop while they reset the chains. Now it's rolling again, and the Knights with some tempo. And they slog forward here near midfield.
Miller again on the run, picks up 4. They're calling it 3. 2nd and 7 now. 54 seconds. They're going to have to get the ball down closer to at least try to get a field goal attempt. Ball was tipped at the line again by number 27 for University High.
Yeah, real good ball sense in terms of defending on that by Marcos Kinska.
Yeah, Kinska, that's twice he's jumped up and knocked the ball down for the Hawks. 3rd and 7, 45 seconds remaining in the first half. Homecoming here at Preston High School. Now a deep pass down the field, and it's going to be intercepted by the Hawks. That's Kalen Blunt, and he brings it back up over the 50-yard line, and flags again fly way away from the play. So I'm not sure what they're going to call. Blunt had already went out of bounds when the flag got thrown in the center of the field.
Now, if this is a personal foul against one of the Knights, no, they're picking it up. They wave that off.
Okay. I thought it was so far away from the play, it really didn't matter.
And a lot of times it's those personal fouls way away from a play that have no effect on it other than to just tack on some additional yardage and put you deeper in a world of hurt.
Well, if I'm Preston, I'm going to get some deep backs because I look for University High to air this out and try to take a big lead with 32 seconds to go.
Coach Kelly has been known to take a shot here and there in a situation like this.
He's back looking. They're trying to flush him out of the pocket. He throws to the far sidelines. Nifty little move, finally gets knocked out of bounds.
That was a good check down, and it'll move the sticks, I believe.
Yeah, that was John Coleman on the catch. He was kind of the safety valve on that. They were looking deep to go just what we talked about, try to get a quick score here. But he got flushed out of the pocket and had to check down to his secondary receiver.
The reins let up once again, and with the early success that the Hawks had passing the ball, you can't blame them for trying in this situation to sort of extend it downfield a little bit and take a shot here of at least getting into field goal range.
Little crossing route to Ethan Jackson for about 5 yards. 14 seconds remaining.
Still time for a couple of plays.
If I'm Coach Dietz, I've got 6 guys standing back on the goal line. Because you know Luke Hudson has an arm at quarterback for the Hawks. He looks downfield, and now he's going to let it go short. And driven out of bounds on that far sidelines is number 8, Coleman again.
Stops it with about 8 seconds remaining.
Coleman lining up in that slot position just comes across on a quick crossing route, and he didn't have anything deep, so he checked it off again. Left 8 seconds remaining in this first half of play and a timeout.
Well, the Hawks are going to talk it over here, and I would expect to see an attempted field goal when we come back onto the field. Having put together a nice little drive. Now, a little bit of a break for Preston in that they were able to fend off the deep balls there and force University to use the out routes and go to the secondary receivers. All credit to the Hawks because they game planned that very, very well with time running down. A lot of teams would just say, we're going to drop on the ball here, not do a whole lot, secure things because we know we're going to get the ball to start the second half. But that's not Coach Kelly's way, and it never has been.
Well, they're going to run one more play, and they may try to attempt a field goal. It goes right down the middle of the field. Oh, he drops a touchdown right in his hands. Number 2 for University High, Ethan Jackson. Ball being a little wet.
Took about 4 seconds off the clock.
he's doing some push-ups.
He's already making amends to Coach Kelly. He knows what's coming.
4 seconds.
Little good-natured ribbing, so he's giving it right back. Good for him.
Yeah.
He's
that was good of him to do that.
He's an excellent young receiver, and obviously has a love for the game.
All right.
That overcomes even that ability.
Coleman's going to attempt this field goal. It's low and not going to make it.
Going to be the first miss for him this evening.
That was about a 45-yard field goal, about the 35, I believe it was.
And they got 25. That off very quickly. Still 0.4 of a second on the clock, which is surprising.
Actually, it was from the 25, so it was a 35-yard attempt. No good.
Ball came out low, and it could have been a little bit slippery on the hold and just not the optimal situation there. Could have been an issue with the plant foot, maybe a little bit. Hard to see from this distance.
I believe the Knights will just, they're going to run a play, and it doesn't go anywhere. So that's the end of the first half of action here, with the University Hawks up by a score of 24-13 over the Preston Knights.
All right, we're going to say thank you to the folks that bring you Preston Knight Varsity Football with their sponsorship all season long, and we'll be back after these messages.
What's worse than the roads around here? The answer is our internet. It's slow or worse, but you keep paying and hoping for better. Well, better is here. Smoother and faster than a new highway. It's fiber optic cable. The cutting-edge technology comes from Prodigy, and that's a Preston County company. Prodigy, better phone and internet through fiber optics. Call us to see if we are available in your area yet. 304-777-4444. Prodigy, the way internet should be.
As a leader in rural healthcare since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate quality health care for our community. We are recognized as a bariatric center of excellence, the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and have access to many resources such as telehealth. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. Don't get lost in the National Pharmacy's computer network. Your locally owned pharmacy, Beldina's Pharmacy, is there with local hometown service. At Beldina's Pharmacy, they've known you your whole life. They know not only your medical history, but your family history as well. They work with your doctors to come up with the overall treatment that's best for you. Beldina's Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Masontown. Whether for prescriptions or over-the-counter medications, trust Beldina's Pharmacy in Masontown.
And welcome back, as it is homecoming here at Preston High. Band is on the field, and the homecoming celebrants across the way getting set to be introduced here shortly. We'll give you a little bit of the pomp and pageantry of homecoming from Preston High. So sit back and enjoy the marching knights and homecoming on the mountaintop here on Hometown TV.
Look, you need it. You need it. You need it. No, I don't like them. I'm just gonna. It's been a bit more than 5 seconds while it.
Representing the freshman class is Princess Reagan Teeter. She is the daughter of Tony and Christina Teeter of Kingwood. Her escort is Braden Miller. He is the son of Chad and Elizabeth Miller of Kingwood. Next is Princess Ella Taylor. She is the daughter of Tony and Sybil Taylor of Houston. Her escort is Max Huggins. He is the son of Jared and Kayla Huggins of Carroll Alton. Now representing the sophomore class is Princess Layla Bell. She is the daughter of Heather Bell and Aiden McNally of Masontown. Her escort is Slate Mango. He is the son of Chad and Robin Mango of Lennon. Next is Princess Marley Bread. She is the daughter of Nick and Smith of Bread of Reedsville. Her escort is Ryder Kilkenny. He is the son of Ryan Kilkenny and Tammy Thomas of Kingwood. Our final sophomore is Sierra Lightman. She is the daughter of Eugene and Serena Lightman of Kingwood. Her escort is Rachel Bowen. He is the son of Kingwood. Representing Second day honors, Piper Slinka-Petka. First runner-up to the king. I have no idea. Gavin Scarlett. First maid of honor, Margo Savone. Your 2023 homecoming is and your homecoming queen is Sophia Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 homecoming royalty for Preston High School.
All right, Steve, that kind of wraps up the homecoming activities.
All right, that kind of opens up or closes out the homecoming activities here at Preston High School. A very nice job done by all to put this on for
Fine
Preston High.
group,
Yep.
and they got it done just as the rain begins to fall again. So their
Yeah.
timing was impeccable.
Well, we're going to go out to another quick commercial break, get some of our sponsors paid here as the teams come out and get to warm up here before second half action.
We'll be back.
What's worse than the roads around here? The answer is our internet. It's slow or worse, but you keep paying and hoping for better. Well, better is here, smoother and faster than a new highway. It's fiber optic cable. The cutting-edge technology comes from Prodigy, and that's a Preston County company. Prodigy, better phone and internet through fiber optics. Call us to see if we are available in your area yet. 304-777-4444. Prodigy, the way internet should be.
As a leader in rural healthcare since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate quality healthcare for our community. We are recognized as a bariatric center of excellence, the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and have access to many resources such as telehealth. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. Don't get lost in the National Pharmacy's computer network. Your locally owned pharmacy, Beldina's Pharmacy, is there with local hometown service. At Beldina's Pharmacy, they've known you your whole life. They know not only your medical history, but your family history as well. They work with your doctors to come up with the overall treatment that's best for you. Beldina's Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Masontown. Whether for prescriptions or over-the-counter medications, trust Beldina's Pharmacy in Masontown. Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you.
At the Landing Dental Spa, we know that teeth aren't the only things that go into a smile. Sometimes it's the thing we've lost or gained. It's the moments that we never forget, the road less traveled, and the destination. It's life's firsts, big firsts and little firsts. What's in a smile other than teeth? It's all around us. And nothing makes us smile more than seeing yours. The Landing Dental Spa, in network with most major dental insurances.
Preston Family Pharmacy is everything you expect from a friendly neighborhood pharmacy, and then some. A convenient drive-through, flavorings for children's medication, even medications for your pets. Preston Family Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturdays, and 9 to 1 on Sundays. Call 304-329-6979, and you'll see the difference at Preston Family Pharmacy, right across from Walmart, Kingwood. Preston Family Pharmacy. Let us be your pharmacy. Have you noticed the little aches and pains since this whole thing started? Maybe your clothes are getting a little tighter. Well, take back your life with physical fitness, and I Am Fit in the Kingwood Plaza can help. With a clean, friendly, and healthy atmosphere, I Am Fit features state-of-the-art fitness equipment, cardio, and select drive weight machines. There's even a yoga studio, sports turf room, and a dedicated free weight area. But that's just the beginning. I Am Fit has certified personal trainers and nutritionists on staff with no-charge training and nutrition plans included in your membership. Student athletes can benefit from the Student Plyometric Program and sports-specific strength training at I Am Fit. Certified strength coaches can help you become faster, stronger, and more agile. So whether you want to become stronger, lose some weight, or just tone up, it's never too late to start a physical fitness lifestyle. I Am Fit in the Kingwood Plaza. You are worth it.
What's worse than the roads around here? The answer is our internet. It's slow or worse, but you keep paying and hoping for better. Well, better is here, smoother and faster than a new highway. It's fiber optic cable. The cutting-edge technology comes from Prodigy, and that's a Preston County company. Prodigy, better phone and internet through fiber optics. Call us to see if we are available in your area yet. 304-777-4444. Prodigy, the way internet should be.
As a leader in rural healthcare since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate quality healthcare for our community. We are recognized as a bariatric center of excellence, the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and have access to many resources such as telehealth. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
All right, we're back here at Knight Stadium as the University Hawks are up on our Preston Knights by a score of 24-13, but a very entertaining first half, Steve.
And as you can see, the rain has returned once again. I don't know how that might play into strategy for these two teams, but it does not play into the favor of the Preston Knights as they come in to the second half here in position to kick the ball off. So University High will have it once again, and the opportunity will be for them to try and lengthen this 24-13 lead. Still manageable, still enough time for Preston. Unfortunately, with first-string quarterback Slayton Manco apparently on the sideline and apparently still dealing with that bad shoulder, that injury taking its toll, as the Knights were able to hold their own with him in the game, and they just don't really have an answer offensively to go to a total running attack.
Yeah, and University High is going to pound the ball at us this second half. That Josh George, 5'10", 181-pound halfback, just he is so slick. He's got moves upon moves. He'll hit the hole, jump, give you a little jump cut, and then he can accelerate. And he's got plenty of moves.
And for whatever reason, not the starter coming in here this evening at the beginning of this contest, but he has certainly played like an all-star since then.
All right, kick away, and here we go for second half action. And that's number 2, Ethan Jackson on the return. A flag down as he brings the ball up to about the 35-yard line of University High.
And once again, Jackson, one of those elusive runners who just has that quick little half step, and then he makes a juke one way or another way, and he's around the initial defender and into the next level. So they give themselves opportunity, and that, I think, is what the University High Hawks this year really do the best.
All right, they walk the Hawks back to about the 24-yard line. Well, they're calling it the 19, so we'll start from the 19-yard line, 1st and 10. And to give this time to number 8. Yes. Number 8, that's John Coleman out of the backfield this time for the Hawks. He'll pick up a good solid 5 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 5. Ball at the 24-yard line. So they went to the 2-back set offense. And now they split one of the backs out to the near side in the slot. He'll go in motion. They drop back, look for the man. Just a beautiful pitch and catch. We'll pick up that number for a first down for the University High Hawks. Number 2, Ethan Jackson on that reception. Nice little out cat that time, as he kind of got lost and finally picked up, driven out of bounds over there around the 42. Hudson at quarterback, fakes, rolls to the left. Now he's going to throw downfield. He has a man, just couldn't haul it in right about the 49-yard line. Intended for Jackson that time.
Just in and out of his grasp as Ethan slipped down there right around midfield. Pretty good pursuit once again by the Knights, putting a little pressure on the Hawk backfield that time.
All right, they bring trips to the near side. Hudson in the shotgun. And he's looking down in the middle of the field. He's got a guy wide open, and a good defensive play by the Knights that time to knock that ball away. That's the play they scored on earlier, as they sprinted him right down the center of the field. But a good recovery by the Knights defense.
Yeah, and again, they're using Jackson. He's got the speed. He's creating some space there. And it's a situation where the Knights have to really be wary and really get on the horse in time to get to him to try and deflect these passes.
Once again, down the middle of the field, another receiver and good coverage. The Hawks crowd wanted a call on the defender, but I think that was a good play by both.
You know, all night long.
A lot of hand checking going on.
All night long. We've seen a little back and forth going on here, little hand play, nothing overly aggressive, and nothing that really rises to the level of pass interference on most of these plays.
We have a Preston player down out on the field. Might be Riley Land.
We'll see what that situation turns into. Hopefully he just needs to work out a cramp or something minor.
Well, the umbrella's still out here at Knight Stadium. You can see it trickling a little bit in the lights. It's really let up from what it was at halftime.
Still a lot of football left to be played in this one, 10-19 of the third period.
And we believe that was Riley Land that's the injured player for the Knights.
While we await the outcome of the injury situation on the field, we will once again thank our major sponsors. Prodigy, that great fiber to the home connection that lets you ride the light with a good, stable internet connection. All the connectivity and bandwidth you need for whatever you need to do. That's Prodigy, fiber to the home. Mon Health, Preston Memorial Hospital, part of the Vandalia Health Network and part of your plan for health care for you and your family right here in Preston County. You don't have to leave Kingwood to get the health care you need for you and your loved ones. And, of course, our friends at Shop and Save. Where would we be without Shop and Save? 3 stores, one great idea, and that's value for you and your family. Shop and Save, from the mountaintop in Terra Alta to the Valley District at Reedsville, and the great store, the newest one, in Kingwood.
All right, flags are in the air. We'll see what the officials have. They were ready to punt University High.
Not sure what that's about.
That was a dead ball foul.
Dead ball foul usually means somebody's doing some jawing or the official heard something he didn't like.
Called
They called
offsides.
an offsides
On Preston. That's going to give him 5.
Now 5 on 4th and 5.
Yeah.
That's going to move the chains possibly. Well, I don't believe it was 4th and 5.
No.
It's now 4th and 5.
They obviously were lined up in the neutral zone ahead of that snap. All right, Hawks kick it away. Taylor back to receive the punt. Now he sprints to the near side, makes a nice cut up into the center, but a flag flies. They're starting to make this a
yeah, again, in behind the play.
Flag
Those
fest.
flags always come in right at the end here, just as the play is settling. And that's probably almost no doubt that's going to be a hold against Preston.
Now they're calling a personal foul. Oh, my.
Preston fans not happy with that call. And I'm not sure who that might have been called on or what the infraction was, but the officials are having none of it. And they're deploying the yellow laundry.
All right.
Frequency.
That was way behind the play. It looked like one of the Preston players grabbed a University High player and pulled him down. And the officials didn't take kindly to that for some reason.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Knights, but back a little deeper in the hole.
Nice strong run by the Knights up into the hole. That's number 10, Sheldon Miller. He's been a workhorse for Preston tonight. He gains that tough yardage in between the tackles, Steve. He's a hard runner. He doesn't go down on first contact. A good ball player.
He picked up a tough 4 right there to get things rolling.
Now they give it to the outside. Sprints to the outside, makes a cut, comes in. Going to gain about 3 yards more on that run. I thought maybe if he'd have stayed to the outside, he might have picked up a little more yardage, but he cut it in a little too soon, I think.
It'll make it 3rd and a manageable 2 here for Preston. If they can get a good push off the ball, not make any mistakes, pick up a 1st down here, set the trend, get things going in the second half.
3rd and 2 at the 8:56 mark here in the 3rd period. Preston needing a drive to get back in this game. They threw the ball out in the flat. They had a wide open target and missed it. That was intended for number 11, Slayton Manco, who was in the game as a receiver this time.
Almost seemed like some miscommunication there.
They bring your starting quarterback in the slot as a receiver who's supposed to be hurt. I'm not sure what happened on that.
Well, Manco's saying, hey, my arm's sore. I can't throw the ball, but I can darn sure catch it, Coach. Put me in.
Yeah, he wants to play.
He's a player. He's not going to quit.
Preston back to punt. Nice punt, drives the Hawk receiver back, but he's got wheels. Here he comes up the near sidelines, outruns 3 defenders. Finally, the ball comes out. Does it get, and yes, they give it to the Knights. It stayed in bounds. I don't know how it didn't touch the sidelines, but that ball came out, and they give it over to the Knights. Great defensive play to strip that ball.
For Preston, Cole Turner on the spot right there, coming up with a huge play to give the Knight offense new life once again. Special teams has really been playing superlative football here this evening in Kingwood.
Upset again on another call. I don't know. It was hard for me to see. I saw the ball come out. It looked like it was right on the sideline, but somehow it stayed in bounds, and Preston came out of there with it.
John Kelly's looking at the officials going, why do you keep doing these things to me? I'm just trying to win a ball game here.
Coach Kelly's been around a long, long time. He's got a lot of calls his way over the years. All right, Preston needs to do something. They've been given opportunities all night long. They've got to take advantage of it and try to get some points on the board and get back in this ball game. Down 24-13, 8 minutes on a turning clock here in the third period.
And 2nd and 11 after the loss of 1.
Give to Miller. Miller breaks the tackle up inside. Nice run, hard run by Miller. Gains a good 5-6 yards on that carry. He cut it up that time just when he needed to. You can see the field's really wet. He's gingerly walking it up into the hole. He makes a nice cut, but man, he's really working his feet to stay from it sliding out from underneath of him.
Spot that ball at the 37. He picks up about 8.
Quick pass out to the near side of the field. That was intended for number 11, Slayton Manco, who's come in the game as a receiver again. You can see, look, he's holding his arm down really bad. I don't know, the boy. I know he's a gamer, but he probably shouldn't be in the ball game right now.
Well, trainers aren't going to let him in there if he's hurt to the point that it's a danger to him.
Cole Turner on the keep and he brings it over to the left side and gets stuffed right at the line of scrimmage.
Knights needed 3.
Big number 70.
Didn't get it.
And big number 41, Kaler, on the tackle for the Hawks. Brock Kaler. So the Knights turn it over on downs, gives the Hawks great field position in Preston territory at the 36-yard line.
Now the Knight defenders need to turn the trick once again.
They've been getting the turnovers, but they haven't been able to take advantage of it.
Hard to keep going to the well, with your backs up against the wall like this. It just begins to wear a team down.
And here we go, off tackle and a nice run once again. I believe that's number 12, and that's Josh George.
We haven't called his name too much here in the second half yet, but it's coming, I promise you.
He's just wearing the Knights defense down.
And number 54, Braden Miller, with the stop over there on George.
When you're running behind a 325-pound lineman, you can get a little room to wiggle.
Well, you can hide back there. They don't know what direction you're coming out from behind the mountain.
Give once again to the halfback. He streaks to the outside. He's got a wide open lane down to about the 5-yard line. Nice blocking by the tight end that time from University High. He just cleared a path for that young man.
And good pursuit by Cam Newland, the junior, on that play for Preston. Number 22 making the stop.
The Hawks taking advantage of the short field that Preston gave them. It's now 1st and 5, just outside. And we'll see what the Hawks do. They go right back to the man that got them there. Touchdown, I believe. Hawks, yep. As Josh George, 5'10", 181-pound running back, just takes it in, and he has been the difference in this ball game, I believe, for the University Hawks as he come in late in that first period and just, I know he's way over 100 yards rushing now in this game.
Hawks set for the PAT.
Snap
Ball down.
Oh,
and the kick is good.
That didn't look very good coming off the foot, but it somehow got over the crossbar, and that's all that matters.
All that matters is the result, and the result right now is the University High Hawks take a 31-13 advantage.
Big 79, Mason, England. That boy looks like he's got a future somewhere in D1 football. 6'4", 365 pounds. A senior. And Brock Keller. He's a good-looking player also, number 41, 6'3", 230 pounds.
First requirement for the big man there, if he's looking at schools down the road, what's your conditioning and weight program, and what's your training table?
Yeah.
Don't care about facilities. Don't care about uniforms. Don't care about anything else. Show me the weight room. Introduce me to your weight coach, and how much food you can put on the table. He's going to be all right.
So now with 5:24 remaining in the third period, the Hawks up on the Knights by a score of 31-13. Back doing the kicking once again, John Coleman, 6'3", 180-pound. I believe he's only a sophomore. No, he's a senior. He squibs it down the middle of the field. Taylor with the run back breaks one tackle, but
Swarmed under.
He's not going to get out of that one.
Well, University has got that down to a science. They're putting that ball within about a 5-6 yard circle down there on every kickoff now, just squibbing it down there and saying, we got you trapped in the corner. Come take your medicine.
Jack Breyer on the stop, 6'3", 185-pound sophomore for the Hawks. All right, Preston, not known for comebacks, but without
plenty of fight back, though, in this team.
Without their starting quarterback and not a downfield presence, it's going to be hard to get back in this game running the ball. Short gain on that play by Miller. I believe the Hawks will start loading the box, maybe bringing some blitzes. With the nice lead that they have, they can take some chances on defense. They look to throw out in the flat. They got a receiver. He backs up. He might have gained about 3 yards on that pitch and catch. I believe that was number 11. Was it? That was Manco on that. So he's still in the ball game, folks, after being beat up, and
he's not going to quit.
He can't throw the ball, but he's going to catch the ball.
Well, get it in his hands. He's a great runner.
He's just an all-around athlete. Big number 70 on the tackle. He stuffed that play in the backfield. That's Trey Blunt. Miller on the carry for the Knights. Didn't go anywhere, lost a yard. It's fourth down. Knights will be forced to punt at the 3:40 mark in the third period.
And here in this second half, the punt's been one of their best offensive weapons thus far. I don't look for University High to turn the ball over.
Well, Jackson's had a rough night of it. He's lost 2 on returns this evening.
Yeah, they're going to feature ball security here over yardage gained. But as I say that,
there he goes again.
Right into the middle, right into the crowd.
He holds on to it this time. He's a tough cookie.
And again, the rain, beginning to pick up once more, makes that something of a more difficult proposition. But he did a nice job there. And that's really the thing. A mistake gets made, the ball gets fumbled. you know, the next opportunity, you get right back on the horse, and you don't even look in the rearview mirror, and that's what he did right there.
I look for Coach to start. He's up 31-13, and I look for him just pound the ball down inside now and take some time off the clock. Nope, I say that, and here he goes deep, and it's a touchdown. Wow. Why not?
Well, you knew they had the capability for that, so you knew it was something that that could happen, could be coming. Knights in the secondary have been a little bit porous this season at times, and they take advantage right there when they haven't been able.
That was number
through
80,
the mid portion of the game.
Khalil Lewis. He just outran the Preston defender for the corner of the end zone, makes a nice catch for the TD. The Hawks extend their lead 37-13. Now they fake the point after, throw for the end zone, and it's incomplete. I don't know if that was just a bad snap and they really had to get rid of it, because we know the boy, he's got plenty of leg. So
well, and again, there are opportunities and things that Coach Kelly can try here.
Yeah.
You know, you get a quick score like that. Now 2:58 remaining in the third. The air beginning to come out of the balloon a little bit here on homecoming night for Preston, and the rain beginning to fall once again, which means it's just that much more difficult for the Knights to pursue anything through the air. Particularly without Manco to throw the ball. And, you know, you can see, once again, the weather setting in. It is what it is.
Yeah, we knew this was coming.
Rain keeps the fog at bay, so
yeah.
at least we have that.
So we were down on cameras tonight due to the weather. We knew this was coming down, and so we've given you the best coverage we can. It's not.
Hope you've been able to enjoy this contest no matter the score. It has been a pretty physical and not contentious, just hotly contested, hard-played game. And now the Hawks beginning to kind of bring their talent to bear, their excess of talent to bear. I think in the fourth quarter you will see Coach Kelly give some players an opportunity off the bench to get some time on field, and that's to be expected. I think the Knights will substitute fairly liberally down the stretch as well.
Oh, almost a hole opened up for Taylor that time. I thought he was going to squirt through and maybe break that. There was some nice downfield blocking by the Knights kickoff return team that time.
And clean that time, looking behind the play, no laundry on the field. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, for once tonight. I think the officials are tired of getting wet out there now, too. Maybe they'll keep that flag in their pocket a little bit more.
Hard-working crew out there. They see a penalty, they're going to call it, and I don't blame them. They're doing their job the best they can. But, it does get to a point where you start to say, okay, enough's enough.
All right, he bounces it outside Miller. Miller breaks one tackle and finally driven down. Ball out about the 42-yard line of Preston.
Goes head-to-head with number 7, Jack Byer there, and Byer holds his ground. The rangy 185-pound sophomore did a good job there against the bigger running back and took the blow, but wrapped Mr. Miller up.
Miller again. This time he'll gain little yardage. Ball pops out.
Now there's a flag behind this play, but we'll see where it goes.
They let the play stand. They call it a touchdown, so now we got to come back and see what the call was.
Yeah, what the result of that flag in the middle of things would be is anybody's guess till the officials talk it over, and we'll look for the call.
Uh-oh. Crack or a chop block on Preston is declined, and it's going to go as a touchdown.
All right.
Wow.
Well, University High puts another one in the book very quickly.
A fumble and a run back, a scoop and score for the Hawks. Puts them up by a score of 43, right now 43-13 over the Preston Knights in the third period.
They'll celebrate on the near sideline.
And we'll see, I believe that's Coleman for the point after. John Coleman, senior kicker. Down, kick is away, and good. 44-13 at the 2:15 mark here in the third period of play. The University Hawks dominating this second half of action, up on our Preston Knights, 44-13.
Discouraging for Preston as the ball gets loose.
Preston Knight cheerleaders taking advantage of the rain by getting covered up down and doing their best job to
they didn't
cheer
don
on
the rain
Knights.
gear early, but they've got it now. And trying to cheer on the crowd. Crowd has thinned a little, but not too much.
Yeah, it's starting to. A lot of umbrellas back up again here at Knight Stadium.
Of course, the student section, they're going to hold their ground.
Yeah.
And for the folks from University High down to our right, well, they're enjoying the win. The Hawks trying to get back to 500 here, and looks like they're on the hunt to do so now, leading 44-13. And this 44-point output is actually one of their one of their better thus far on the season. They won over John Marshall 42-7. They won over Buchanan Upshur 42-14. So as they get set to kick it away here now, they're looking at their highest point output, offensive output of the 2023 season.
Wow, Ethan Likens on the run back. He just took 5 Hawks about 10 yards on his back to the 50-yard line. You know, we've been, I don't know what happened. Ethan started out as running back early in the season, and he was doing quite well, and he has vanished from that position. I don't know if they needed him
I think the
more
Knights
on the
got into
offensive
it.
line.
Yeah,
or
I think the Knights got into a situation where they just said, you know, we're playing some guys both ways, and we're doing some things with guys, and we need their talents elsewhere to fill the gaps. And, you know, progress has been made. There's no doubt about that. You might not see the result you want on the scoreboard yet.
Miller breaking tackles, but he's finally driven out of bounds for no gain, or maybe a yard. Ball at the 50, right at the midfield stripe.
Progress stopped on the play by James Fortney Garbert, number 82. I don't think we've called his name yet tonight, but the 6-foot senior doing a nice job out on the edge that time, driving the ball out of bounds.
Cole Taylor stepped in at quarterback for the Knights after their number 1 quarterback went down once again with shoulder problems. He's been trying to throw the ball some tonight, and now he makes a nice reception. We've got a Knight sprinting down the sidelines, trying to pick up the number. I believe it was 3 for Preston. Yeah, Brody Briner. That was a good little...
Good hands and a nice turnaround and a run to daylight along the edge over there. And now the official
did a little nice 5 and in, but a little button hook, caught the pass, and got a good block there to get out around. And now we get a penalty. Preston can't catch a break. When they do get a good play, it gets called back.
Well, mistakes being what they are, it's part of the learning process for some of these youngsters. frustrating for some of the more senior members of the team with more experience. And the Knights will line up with a 2nd and 14.
Turner out shotgun. They give it to Dylan Taylor on the jet sweep, and he is immediately wrapped up on that far sidelines. Looked like 55 in on that stop, maybe 45. For the
Hawks
Hawks
had a little trouble with Taylor early on, but they've kind of got that diagnosed now. And when they see him coming, they know to send a couple or more flying in that direction quickly.
Ryder Hastings, I believe, on the stop, and Lewis, number 45. So the ball at the 45-yard line, 3rd and 14 for Preston.
Preston with Dylan Taylor wide to the near side, Terry, and we haven't seen him have a lot of success far downfield.
Get the ball to Likens on the under route. He kind of just stepped out from his tight end position, and they shuttled the ball to him. Not any gain, and it's 4th. Now will be the Hawks' ball, I believe. But that ends the 3rd period. We'll be back, Steve, for the final period action.
What's worse than the roads around here? The answer is our internet. It's slow or worse, but you keep paying and hoping for better. Well, better is here, smoother and faster than a new highway. It's fiber optic cable. The cutting-edge technology comes from Prodigy, and that's a Preston County company. Prodigy, better phone and internet through fiber optics. Call us to see if we are available in your area yet. 304-777-4444. Prodigy, the way internet should be.
As a leader in rural healthcare since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate quality healthcare for our community. We are recognized as a bariatric center of excellence, the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and have access to many resources such as telehealth. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
All right, while we were away, Preston punted. Ball down to about, nice punt. Got the ball down to the 4-yard line. That's where University High will start 1st and 10 in this final period of play. They're up by a score of 44-13. Steve, we'll see if Coach Kelly begins to filter in some of those younger players, get them some action here in this final period.
Well, he's kind of worn this game down to the point that he likes now. And, it is a little bit of a rebuilding season for the Hawks. I would not be surprised to see him do that and try to get some reps for some of the younger guys. They work hard in practice all week too, and they deserve an opportunity to get out here and shine a little bit.
Looks like the starting the halfback that we watched come in earlier is still in the ball game. Their starting quarterback's still in the ball game. That's number 12, Josh George, massing some more yardage, way over the 100-yard mark tonight for the Hawks. So the starter's pretty much still in. He's got a new wide receiver flanked out to the near side. Not sure on that number yet. And we have a official's time for some equipment malfunctioning. Now they wind the clock.
And Terry, we're seeing Luke Hudson, the talented senior. I think, go deep into this contest, not out of a sense of anything other than, the only other quarterback I see on the Hawk roster right now is Harrison Helbig, and he's a freshman. So you throw the 148-pound freshman in there to get some reps. Maybe you don't quite do it yet.
The pass was complete to Coleman out in the flat. Nice defensive play by the Knights. Riley Land, I believe, over on that side. 3rd and 6 for the Hawks. They bring a man in motion, and they flip it to him. That little shuttle pass, and he's going to pick up a first down. That jet sweep has hurt the Knights several times tonight. They're just not picking that slot receiver up as he comes across. And then he gets nice yardage on the outside.
Well, and it's a combination of speed and shiftiness with the skill players that are handling the ball for the Hawks. Honestly, again, they've been up and down some this season, and they've had some big wins and they've had some big losses. They want to ensure that they put this one away. And, of course, now as we approach the 10-minute mark for Coach Kelly, that means let's pick up a few first downs and run this clock down some.
Well, they got penalized. They're back close to the end zone, and they're going to throw out of there. It's an open back set, and everybody, all the wide receivers are sprint out. They throw a quick screen, and off to the races. Number 2 makes a nice cut, and he is going to be down to the 40, 35, and they finally bottle him up. I thought he was going to go all the way, and now flags everywhere.
Late coming in after the play, and these are going to be penalties of frustration one way or the other, or both.
That's a personal foul, I'm sure of that. I didn't see exactly what happened. It could be a targeting call coming up here. Personal foul against Preston. But they didn't call targeting, just a personal foul. They're calling a late hit on that play as he was down. Nice play by that young man. They just popped out a quick screen, and he took advantage of it with his speed. He made 2 or 3 nice cuts upfield, and he's shifty. Really
Again,
is.
That's it. It's the speed, but it's also the shiftiness of these talented Hawk receivers and ball carriers.
All right, they've got number 5, I believe, split to the near side, and they run the ball.
And for the Hawks, getting up is Jeremiah Robinson, 5'7" junior, number 21.
Coach kind of piling it on now. He's got it down into the 4th period with 8:46 to go. Comfortable lead, 44-13. All the starters still in the game.
Robinson again with the carry.
Second and goal. And they give it, he fakes it, looks to throw, a little jump pass wide open for the touchdown.
Nice play action that time. Fake to Robinson, who carried on the previous 2 plays. And then the receiver just got lost in the mix right in the middle there. That was number 15, Kyle Weaver, 5'8" freshman. And he just slid in there right in the spot, did what the coaches trained him to do, and had some success. Got a touchdown in the book.
That runs the score up to, let's see here,
Ball came out low that time.
I think they blocked that extra point attempt. So the score 50-13 with 8:18 remaining in the ball game. The University Hawks,
they're in the driver's seat.
They're in the driver's seat.
Coach Kelly, for all his lack of enthusiasm about some of the calls early in the contest, has put his Hawks through some workmanlike paces here, and the Knights have just, for a variety of reasons, been unable to stop them from scoring, particularly on some of the bigger plays. Those have been the ones that have hurt the most. Preston early in this contest, Terry, very competitive, had a 13-7 lead in their pocket for quite some time, and we had visions that they might be able to go into the locker room with a lead. Was not to be, but still came out in a competitive situation. And give the Hawks credit where it's due. They have just overpowered the Preston Knights here in this second half.
Yeah, and a lot of that, I believe, is due to the fact that Preston was in this contest with the starting quarterback in the game, Manco. He is a very good ball player, can spin that ball for the Knights. They were getting some plays downfield that loosened up the Hawks defense, but once he went down, the air kind of went out of the Knights' sails, and in this second half, like you say, Steve, the Hawks have just overpowered our Knights.
Nice return here out over the 35 to about the 37-yard line, and limping off after the play a little bit gimpy is Sheldon Miller.
But for those new subscribers down in the Morgantown area on the Breeze Line channel, watching the University High Hawks down on Tyrone Road or wherever you're at, nice to have you along for the ride.
Got a call from some folks. A gentleman called me from Greenbag Road. Atlantic Broadband getting out there, and we're channel 7 on the Kingwood system. We're channel 1 for you Breeze Line folks down in Morgantown. So anybody that's been watching and enjoying us for a number of years here on channel 7, tell your friends in Morgantown who may be Breeze Line customers or about to be Breeze Line customers, they can experience the best of hometown TV.
Yeah, we do quite a lot up here in Preston County and
in the surrounding
areas. We do all the Buckwheat Festival parades that are up there on our YouTube channel that you can go to and check out all those parades. Stay up there, and a lot of the high school football and basketball. We'll be covering Knights basketball this winter. And
variety of local programming for your entertainment, and we always like hearing from the fans. You can drop us a note, cable7 at breezeline.net.
Yeah,
just CABLE and the number 7.
We have a bowling tournament coming up in January down at in Suburban Lanes. We'll give you some more information about that as it comes to fruition. But
always a fun and exciting Sunday morning.
That's competitive
tournament.
Action down there at Suburban Lanes.
Very competitive and a lot of fun to do. So we look forward to helping serve the Morgantown and think ultimately the Westover communities and surrounding areas of Mon County and up and down the pike. Everywhere that you might be a Breeze Line customer, we hope that you can come home and enjoy hometown TV.
And on the Prodigy channel, so Prodigy Channel 10, we're also available there. We thank Tim Watring and the folks from Prodigy who cover Preston County now, and they're now in the Valley area of Preston County, so those people
working
in that
hard,
area,
they'll soon be rolling out service there.
Contact your local Prodigy office, and they'll tell you if they're available yet.
We're really kind of blessed in a lot of ways. West Virginia lags a little bit in broadband service, but
that was a touchdown for the Knights, as they're working against the second string of the Hawks to get a score on the board. That's good. No give up in the Knights here.
Oh, no quit.
Cole Turner with the PAT. Oh, he fakes it. Tries to go outside, and he's looking to throw. Nobody there. He just pitches it. I think a bad snap once again forced him out. So that the score now, Hawks 50, Knights 19.
5:26 remaining, and they'll huddle on both sides here, and the Knights will kind of game plan. Don't know if they might come out here and try to squib one or try an onside kick.
You're watching the Mountain Digital Hometown TV channel. Once
Live
again,
on the mountaintop here in Kingwood on a beautiful fall evening. A little damp. Little damp.
It's pouring it down out there.
It is coming down once again.
Oh, my. Coach Kelly got to be a little happier. He's got that floppy hat on down there and his rain suit. Had a couple calls go against him this evening. He was very, very upset early in this game, but he's got to be happy now. He's going to get himself back to 500, 4-4 on the year. What's his schedule coming up?
You know, the Hawks looking forward down the road just a little bit. They go out of here tonight with a big win that makes them feel a lot better after a home loss against Spring Mills. The next game for them is the ostensibly the Mohawk Bowl coming up on the 27th. Now that's a home game for them.
Big rivalry.
And that'll be a big rivalry game, a big turnout down in Morgantown, and a good time will be had by all. And someone will come out of there crowned the champion. And then they'll wrap the season on the 3rd of November at Oak Hill. So the boys get a road trip down to Oak Hill, and hopefully, if things go well, they finish the season with a win streak. And that'll be it for University High on the comeback trail. Preston still looking for that elusive second victory. Will go out of here tonight, go on the road against Buchanan Upshur, and then back home for the final of the 4-game homestand against Philip Barber High School, as the Colts will come into town. And that's always an unknown a little bit. Those boys from Philip Barber will come in playing hard, and we'll see what the Colts bring us. But Buchanan up first. And in regard to that, Buchanan, one of the wins for University High, and that was a 42-14 victory back on September 29th. So that's the only takeaway we have there, is that Buchanan Upshur may be a team that the Knights can be competitive with and get that second victory.
Big run by number 47, Jaden Coucher. He's a freshman, 5'8", 136-pound running back. Number 17 in the ball game at quarterback now for University High, Harrison Hilbig.
That's the freshman, and nice to see him get some reps, and we'll see what he brings here. And I'm sure Coach Kelly is going to tell him, anything you do, keep it in bounds. Let's keep this clock rolling. My hair's getting wet.
Yeah. Nah, he's got that big floppy hat on down there. He's covered up. Give again, once again. Nice run outside. He's got some speed, the little freshman down the sidelines, finally taken out of bounds. 47. And that's
Jaden Kocher.
yeah. Kocher, I'm not sure. Clock turning at 2:10. Hawks clearly in control with a score of 50-19 over the Preston Knights on a rainy afternoon in Georgia. Once again, it's been a pleasure to be here with our crew tonight. Dan the Man Sims at the controls, bringing you all these great pictures in the rain. Steve, another night of night football. We keep coming back here year after year.
Little frustrating at times for the Knights. This season is once again, part of the rebuilding brick by brick process. We see, the good, and we cheer for the good for both of these teams.
Yes.
And for all the teams that come in here, and just enjoy being able to bring you high school football, which is something that's kind of going by the wayside a little bit in a lot of communities across this great country. So we're happy to have you come in through the lens of our camera and be able to enjoy it, participate, watch these youngsters who work so hard on both sides of the ball. The Knights are our hometown team, but we cheer for all these youngsters because they're out here working hard.
Well, this will be the final play of the game. The clock winding down, 30 seconds ticking off, and they'll get to the midfield stripe, go out, shake hands, and congratulate each other on a hard-fought, rainy night here at Knight Stadium in Preston County.
Yes, indeed, and we thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it so much. And, again, I'd like to add my thanks to our technical director, Dan Sims, to you, Terry, for being here in the booth.
Had a good time.
Our 25th year of doing these games, and we've really had a great time doing them and want to do a bunch more for you. And for all the folks here at Preston High that are so welcoming and helpful, we appreciate that. I'm Steve Blake, our executive producer back at the ranch, Denise Blake, for Mountain Digital Hometown TV. We thank you for tuning in. We hope you've enjoyed it. We will try not to track on the rug on the way out of your homes. And y'all have a wonderful weekend. And believe me, the rain will end.
Yeah,
now
sometime.
A word from our sponsors who bring you tonight's ball game.
Shout out to Riley and Cam. I'm on my way home. See you then. Good night, everyone.
What's worse than the roads around here? The answer is our internet. It's slow or worse, but you keep paying and hoping for better. Well, better is here, smoother and faster than a new highway. It's fiber optic cable. The cutting-edge technology comes from Prodigy, and that's a Preston County company. Prodigy, better phone and internet through fiber optics. Call us to see if we are available in your area yet. 304-777-4444. Prodigy, the way internet should be.
As a leader in rural healthcare since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate quality healthcare for our community. We are recognized as a bariatric center of excellence, the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and have access to many resources such as telehealth. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. Don't get lost in the National Pharmacy's computer network. Your locally owned pharmacy, Beldina's Pharmacy, is there with local hometown service. At Beldina's Pharmacy, they've known you your whole life. They know not only your medical history, but your family history as well. They work with your doctors to come up with the overall treatment that's best for you. Beldina's Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Masontown. Whether for prescriptions or over-the-counter medications, trust Beldina's Pharmacy in Masontown. Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you.
At the Landing Dental Spa, we know that teeth aren't the only things that go into a smile. Sometimes it's the thing we've lost or gained. It's the moments that we never forget, the road less traveled, and the destination. It's life's firsts, big firsts and little firsts. What's in a smile other than teeth? It's all around us, and nothing makes us smile more than seeing yours. The Landing Dental Spa, in network with most major dental insurances.
Preston Family Pharmacy is everything you expect from a friendly neighborhood pharmacy, and then some. A convenient drive-through, flavorings for children's medication, even medications for your pets. Preston Family Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturdays, and 9 to 1 on Sundays. Call 304-329-6979, and you'll see the difference at Preston Family Pharmacy, right across from Walmart, Kingwood. Preston Family Pharmacy. Let us be your pharmacy. Have you noticed the little aches and pains since this whole thing started? Maybe your clothes are getting a little tighter. Well, take back your life with physical fitness, and I Am Fit in the Kingwood Plaza can help. With a clean, friendly, and healthy atmosphere, I Am Fit features state-of-the-art fitness equipment, cardio, and select drive weight machines. There's even a yoga studio, sports turf room, and a dedicated free weight area. But that's just the beginning. I Am Fit has certified personal trainers and nutritionists on staff with no-charge training and nutrition plans included in your membership. Student athletes can benefit from the Student Plyometric Program and sports-specific strength training at I Am Fit. Certified strength coaches can help you become faster, stronger, and more agile. So whether you want to become stronger, lose some weight, or just tone up, it's never too late to start a physical fitness lifestyle. I Am Fit in the Kingwood Plaza. You are worth it.
What's worse than the roads around here? The answer is our internet. It's slow or worse, but you keep paying and hoping for better. Well, better is here, smoother and faster than a new highway. It's fiber optic cable. The cutting-edge technology comes from Prodigy, and that's a Preston County company. Prodigy, better phone and internet through fiber optics. Call us to see if we are available in your area yet. 304-777-4444. Prodigy, the way internet should be.
As a leader in rural healthcare since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate quality